Hi, I'm Roy Furr, and this is your weekly Video Friday issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. And today I want to talk to you about the moment of truth. I want to talk to you about that moment when you have successfully convinced your prospect in your sales presentation, in your video sales letter, or in your text on page sales letter, or whatever media you're going to use. That moment of truth when you've convinced your prospect that what you have to offer is something that they want to get your hands on, and how you can then transition that effectively into the offer, making the offer and closing the deal, making the sale. And this is inspired actually by a piece of copy I ran across today, and I wrote it down because it was so good. I was reviewing this copy. I thought this was especially good, so I wrote it on a trusty Post-it note here, and I want to share this with you because when he said this in the copy, when he said this, I thought, oh my goodness, that is such the perfect way to set someone up on the assumption, using an assumptive close on the assumption that, okay, they have bought into the entire idea. They want your product. They're feeling good to go. They want all the promises that you've promised. They want the offer that you're going to put in front of them. How do you then transition that and say, okay, here's what you're going to get. Here's a guarantee. Here's how to take action today. How do you make that transition in a way that just feels very natural, very conversational? And I'll tell you, I do it all the time. I do it for a living. My promotions do well. I'm not suffering on this, but when I heard this copy, I knew that this was exactly like an ideal way to make that transition in a conversational way that's just easily recognizable, instantly connects, and is powerful and sets them up for the sequence of items that you're going to have to present in the offer. So I bet you're wondering what's on this Post-it note, and I'll read it to you actually right now. I bet you have a few questions. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? How the heck do I get my hands on it? Okay, so let's break this down. I've basically set up the offer at this point. I've presented the product, its promise, its benefits, generally what you're going to get actually when you respond, and they know that there's something that they want, but they don't know what the actual offer is for it. And so what I'm saying is, how much does it cost? Okay, so I'm promising by asking that question on your behalf that I'm going to tell you in a moment how much it costs. Are my results guaranteed? Okay, so a lot of people have made promises to me in the past, and a lot of people have fallen down on their promises. They've overpromised, underdelivered. I want my results to be guaranteed. You're making some big promises today. Okay, so are my results guaranteed? Okay, so by asking that question on your behalf, I'm essentially setting up that there's going to be a presentation of the guarantee of the risk reversal. And how the heck do I get my hands on it is basically, a very informal way of saying, I'm going to tell you how to order today. And a good offer is really broken down into those three parts. Now, there's a lot more details that you can pile into an offer, and actually my high velocity copywriting program really breaks things down on a much more granular basis. And that is powerful. But if you're going to zoom out a little bit, really, once I've established, okay, there's a product that I have to sell you, what you want to know are the answers to those three questions. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? In other words, is my investment today in your product or service guaranteed? And then how the heck do I get my hands on it? Like, how do I place my order? What does the order process look like? All of that. So it's really simple copy. It's really simple copy. But sometimes the most powerful copy is incredibly simple. So I bet you have a few questions. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? How the heck do I get my hands on it? For me, that was just like, wow, that's a great way to transition into the offer. And if you are in any kind of selling situation, I imagine that having these questions in the back of your mind, rehearsing them a few times, taking notes, I'll say them again for you. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? And how the heck do I get my hands on it? Having those questions available to you as a salesperson, as a copywriter, whatever, however you're presenting your selling message, is going to be something that allows you to smoothly transition, conversationally transition into the offer in a way that makes sense once you have really laid out the benefits of the promise of your product or service. So I bet you have a few questions. Yeah, at this point, we can both agree that you're convinced of the power of what it is that I have to offer. And I bet you have a few questions. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? And how the heck do I get my hands on it? That is powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. And I know I'm kind of beating it up, but the reality is that when you find something like this, it's like when I discovered prompt and courteous full refund as the language for how to present a guarantee, I just knew that I had something that was really good and that I could grab onto at that point. One little bonus to this is after those questions, the copy that I was going through, it actually did not go straight into the offer. It said, first, let me tell you who this is not for. And that's another powerful selling principle, not to try and convince, but try to essentially take away, to say, okay, you're not a fit for this. Now, if you are actually not a fit for it, it's good that that's put into the sales letter for, whatever reason. You may not be a fit for the offer, and it's good to know that, right? It's good to not spend your money. But what that copy also does is for everyone who it is actually a fit for, it only reinforces, okay, this is a fit for me, this is a fit for me, this is a fit for me, which is exactly what you want to be doing right at that moment where they're going to have to make a decision to put down their credit card, to send you the money, to actually purchase the product. And so, it's just a very powerful structure for that moment of transition, that moment of truth between here is why you should want my product to how do you get it, and all the details that go into the offer. Now, one of the things that I mentioned earlier in this presentation is my high velocity copywriting program. And if you haven't gone through that yet, if you're serious about becoming a great direct response copywriter, you should know that it actually takes the three big idea types, the only three big idea types that really consistently create controls, and it breaks them down on a templated basis, a step-by-step basis for how to actually how to create copy that follows these three big idea types. And there's even a companion templates program where I go through the templates step by step. And it shows you everything from how do you open, to how do you prove your point, to how do you connect that to your product, then how do you structure the offer. And this language would fit perfectly in there in that transition to the offer itself. Now, this high velocity copywriting program, I bet you have a few questions. How much does it cost? Are my results guaranteed? And how the heck do I get my hands on it? Well, first you should know who it's not for. It's not for somebody who's just looking for swipe files. It's not for a really lazy copywriter. It is for copywriters who are serious about taking their copywriting ability, their ability to generate results through the written word, through structured sales messages to the next level. And if that's for you, if that's you, I would strongly suggest you check out the link with this video to the high velocity copywriting program and the companion templates program, and you will find how much it costs. You'll find if your results are guaranteed, and you'll find out actually how easy it is to get your hands on it. So with that, I'm Roy Furr. Again, this is Video Friday, your Video Friday issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. If this has been valuable to you and you're not yet a Breakthrough Marketing Secrets reader and subscriber, go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. You'll get emails every day, Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday is my daily essays about marketing, copywriting, selling, business building, and more. I regularly have people tell me that it's the best thing that they get in their inbox. And on Fridays, you also get this Video Friday issue delivered to you as well. So with that, thank you. I hope you have a great weekend. Actually, make it a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again. I'll see you again next Video Friday.